this is a bit different. Today, third day, has been a bit, been okay. Long stretches have been quite relaxing and easy without having to worry about navigation, but then other areas have been tricky with navigation, where the path comes to an end and you have to make your way, sometimes through a little village or through a town, and you'll see this on the right, through a town to pick up the path again, which is a bit, and it's not signposted and there's no road markings. But anyway, that is a river. Can you see? There's the stone bed of the river. Obviously not a lot of water, but obviously this gets very wet round here at certain times of the year. One can only imagine. Maybe even this road is underwater. I don't know. Well, it's not a road, is it? It's a cycle path. There's not much in the way of birds, I've heard. I hear occasional ones, but nothing like Singapore, Malaysia, nothing like China, nothing like France actually, so there's a whole range, isn't there? Not many birds, perhaps they've all been eaten. Even when there's a tree there, there's no sign. You don't see any flying across either in front of you. And I've not seen any other wildlife, mammals or anything. It's nice to see the spring flowers out, but a lot of rain last night. A lot of rain, and this morning actually. And there's still the evidence of it here on the pathway. Another walk. I've got to the point now where I can determine whether it's worth the effort of cycling it or it's easier just to get off and walk it. And that is what I tend to do. Because I don't think I could cycle that. That's about 8 or 9 degrees, I would think. So then it's just another. And I've done a lot of this today. Getting off, walking, and a lot of map, GPS checking, and so although I've only probably been cycling, I've done about 23, 24 miles, been cycling for about 4 hours, but actually I've been on the go for about 5.5 hours, maybe 6, no 5.5. I've not stopped for lunch, I've not had anything to eat, all I've had is an energy bar this morning. Food is a problem. Food is a problem. Look, as you can see, not much in the way of shops. And I've got no way of carrying lots of stuff, so I carry energy bars and water, and that's about it. I do pass, one thing I've learnt, there's a lot of cafes here. And you'd think, wouldn't you, food? But most of them, in fact all of them as far as I can see, are coffee shops with dessert cake. And you can only, I've not had any, I don't want to start filling myself up with cake. There's something interesting. I'm just going to spin the camera around. On the hill there, can you see? People in a car, little garden. Isn't that lovely? Maybe it's a nookie stop. There's always one. Right, onwards and upwards. Back on the old sturdy steed, on the horse. And off we go again on a nice long straight. I've not checked the GPS recently. And as I was saying, I think I've said before, you get these nice long straights and you think, yes. And then you get to the end and you've either taken the wrong way, or it's elation because you've travelled all that way without worrying about where you're going. Right, okay. Horticulture everywhere, which is my bag, as you know, so, which is good, isn't it? It's so good to see it. You don't see this in the UK. Every little nook and cranny is used. Look, a strange shape there. You know, they've just taken it, haven't they? Grow some food. Have we become lazy? Is that what this is? Westerners have become really lazy, haven't we? There's something going on everywhere. I'm in this area of the Four Rivers, and there's a lot of converging rivers and tributaries and all sorts of things. And it's quite obviously a wet place. And I think they mainly all lead into the Han River. I think they all lead into it rather than away from it. So. The Hanjiang. You see the occasional person walking. Flies everywhere, which are a nuisance. Hello! See, everyone's nice. My bag on the front is about, I don't know, with the water and everything, it's probably about 10 kilos. It is heavy. Especially if I have to take it off to lug it upstairs and things. I wish I could have travelled a lot lighter, but I've only bought 3 pairs of underpants, 2 pairs of shorts, because I'm wearing one, 2 t-shirts, and a shirt in there, but lightweight, short sleeve. And then it's the GoPro kit and what else is in there? Oh, I've got a spare pair of trainers that I could have actually left at the hotel, but I'm going into Busan, you see, and I'm going to be staying there for 4 days, so 4 or 5 days. So I've got my walking trainers with me, which I suppose adds another half a kilo. Some tools, but not many, less, probably about half a kilo. I suppose I keep saying half a kilo, it adds up. For some reason, oh, and I've got my carry satchel thing, which I need when I'm off the bike. And that probably with the phone, I've got 2 phones, one as a backup, so I suppose that probably weighs about a kilo and a bit. With all the money in it, you see, and the cards. Should I check my route? Should I check my route? I'm just going to keep going. No, I'm going to have to stop and check my route. I haven't got the confidence, you see, especially when you go past the junction. Right, let's turn this off. We're going in the right way. I'm going to cross over down here to the other side of the water and then travel down. I think I'm going to have to check the map later on, but I'm pretty certain after this was up until this point was where all the changes and the diversions and all the left and rights and finding the roads and etc. was the issue. I suspect from this bridge down towards Busan now, I think it's reasonably straightforward. Mainly cycle path. Any road work I think I've already done, but I'm pretty certain tomorrow I've got some climbs to do. I'm going to walk them anyway, so it doesn't matter, but that might hold me up a bit. Still going to only manage about 30 miles. I just can't break this 30 mile. I'm trying really hard. Like today I couldn't get away early because of the rain, so I didn't leave the motel till 10:30, and it was still raining then. I thought I've got to go, I can't sit here, just wasting time. So I set off in the rain, looking at having looked at the forecast, and I could see that it was going to, you know, reduce and hopefully stop. And I knew I was moving south, so maybe away from it. So I thought I'd take a chance, and within half an hour it had stopped raining, turned to rain, then turned to drizzle, and then a little bit of sunshine within half an hour of me leaving, so I timed it just right really. I did get wet, but not soaked, and it dried out really quickly. So, trials and tribulations of cycle touring. You have to take your chances while you can. I wanted to leave at 8 this morning, that's the thing. I was up early, I got up early because I thought, well, maybe they've got the forecast wrong. But, so once again, sitting around 2 hours. But as you can see now, the sun's out. I don't think it gets any warmer as I move. Yeah, as I move south, it's not going to get any warmer as far as I can see from the forecasts. It looked to me like Seoul was the hottest place in Korea. I think they're going to hit 28, 30 this weekend. Whereas I'm heading towards Busan, and I don't think Busan's going to be anywhere near that. So, although I'm not halfway yet, but I'm about a quarter way. At the end of today, I'm about a quarter. Got to find somewhere to stay now. The anxiety builds as the time ticks by. As you can see from what's in front on the video, not a lot of motels or hotels about. I think if I was younger, I would have definitely bought a lightweight tent. But like that trip to France was the killer for me. I camped in there and I thought never again. But camping would be the answer here because it gives you so much more freedom. Lightweight sleeping bag, lightweight mat and lightweight tent. You know, you haven't got to worry about the hotels and the motels. Get one if you can, and if you can't, you just find something. I mean, look, there's plenty of places to pitch a tent here, isn't there? You're up on a bank, I know, but you've only got to walk down the bank, near the river down there, as long as it's not wet, or the other side. You would find somewhere. Anyway, enough of that. I haven't got a tent. I'm not young anymore, so. Oh, someone's got that post over. Yeah, I noticed this yesterday. Some of these places, this isn't too bad here because we've got this like a large kind of mini mountain range on the right. But some of this cycle path is a bit soulless. I went through some earlier today, probably about 2 or 3 miles, and it was just market gardening both sides, and it went on and on and on. This is nice. And the sun's out. Aches and pains, a few. My legs are behaving themselves, my feet are behaving themselves. A bit of a neck pain, but that was expected after 3 days. I try and sit up as much as I can. Arms are okay, wrists are definitely okay, ankles are okay, they're not swelling up. All the swellings have gone from the travelling. So everything's a-okay at the moment, except for food, of course. You can see that down there. More market gardening, you see that there. Oh, car down there. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Look at that. How do you get down there? Oh yeah, there's a lot. Brilliant. Wouldn't you love? Reminds me of New Zealand. This reminds me, just thinking about it, this reminds me of New Zealand. Is it the Manitou River? In, goodness, I can't even remember the name of the place now. My daughter lived there for 7 years, I think. No, I think it was the Manitou River. Palmerston North, that was it. Palmerston North. Cool. Yeah. You know, for the young and adventurous, being a Korean, if you are young and adventurous, you've got all this opportunity here. Still camping and overnight trips in here. And you know, in the summer you've got warm weather. And I believe we cross over this bridge. Here's hoping. There we go. Crossing over the bridge. We're at 26 miles. Just check the time in a minute. Close. Seemed to be right on my side here. He had plenty of room. I know there was a car the other side, but he could have squashed him over a bit. Not me. Perhaps it was ill intent. Ooh, bloody foreigners riding our roads. In Korean, of course.